How often do you use your mobile phone?
I use my mobile phone quite frequently throughout the day, primarily for communication. I use it for making calls, sending messages, checking emails, and sometimes browsing the internet for quick information. It's become an essential tool for both my personal and professional life, helping me stay connected and organized.
Do you use social media?
Yes, I occasionally use social media platforms to stay in touch with friends and family, especially those living far away. I find it a convenient way to share updates and see what others are up to. However, I try to limit my time on these platforms as I'm aware of the potential for distraction and prefer face-to-face interactions whenever possible.
Do you prefer communicating in person or through technology?
I definitely prefer communicating in person whenever possible. I find that face-to-face interactions allow for a deeper connection and better understanding, as you can pick up on nonverbal cues and have more spontaneous conversations. While technology is convenient, it can sometimes lack the personal touch of in-person communication.
Do you think technology has made communication easier?
Yes, without a doubt. Technology has made communication significantly easier, especially across long distances. It allows us to connect with people anywhere in the world instantly, which was unimaginable in the past. It has also facilitated quicker and more efficient communication in various aspects of life, from personal relationships to business dealings.
Are there any disadvantages to using technology for communication?
Of course, there are some disadvantages. One major concern is the potential for miscommunication due to the lack of nonverbal cues in online interactions. It can also lead to a decline in face-to-face interactions, potentially affecting social skills. Additionally, issues like cyberbullying and privacy concerns are also important considerations related to technology use. I'd like to talk about a time when I was completely cut off from my mobile phone, a situation that, in today's hyper-connected world, felt quite unusual. This happened during a hiking trip I took with some friends in the Scottish Highlands. We had decided to venture into a particularly remote area, known for its stunning landscapes but also for its complete lack of mobile phone reception. The specific location was a valley nestled deep within the Cairngorms National Park. We had chosen a multi-day hiking route that took us far from any towns or villages. The valley itself was breathtaking, surrounded by towering mountains with rugged peaks and dotted with shimmering lochs. We spent our days trekking through the wilderness, navigating by map and compass, and camping under the vast, star-filled sky. It was a truly immersive experience in nature, a chance to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of modern life. This trip took place in the summer of 2022. We planned it for several months, eager to escape the pressures of work and city living. It was a group of 4 of us, all close friends who shared a love for the outdoors. We had meticulously prepared for the trip, packing all the necessary equipment, from sturdy hiking boots and waterproof clothing to tents, sleeping bags, and cooking supplies. We also made sure to inform our families about our itinerary and expected return date, just in case of emergencies. The reason I couldn't use my mobile phone during this trip was quite simple: there was absolutely no signal. The remote location, deep within the mountainous terrain, meant that we were completely outside the range of any mobile phone towers. We had known this in advance, of course, and had even embraced it as part of the experience. We saw it as an opportunity to truly disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with nature and each other. Initially, it felt a little strange to be without my phone. I'm so used to having it constantly at hand, checking messages, browsing the internet, and taking photos. It felt almost like a phantom limb, a missing part of my body. I instinctively reached for it several times in the first few hours, only to be reminded that it was essentially a useless piece of metal and plastic in that environment. However, after a while, I started to appreciate the absence of my phone. I found myself becoming more present in the moment, and more aware of my surroundings. I noticed the intricate details of the landscape, the sounds of the wind and the birds, and the changing patterns of the clouds. I engaged in deeper conversations with my friends, without the distractions of notifications and social media updates.
Do you think there should be regulations on the use of mobile phones?
The regulation of mobile phone use is a complex issue with valid arguments on both sides. On one hand, some regulations are certainly necessary, particularly concerning safety. For instance, laws prohibiting mobile phone use while driving are crucial for preventing accidents and protecting lives. Similarly, regulations in specific environments like hospitals or during air travel are essential to avoid interference with sensitive equipment. These types of regulations are widely accepted as they prioritize public safety and well-being. However, overregulation could stifle innovation and personal freedom. Mobile phones are incredibly versatile tools used for communication, education, business, and countless other purposes. Excessive restrictions could hinder these beneficial uses. Furthermore, enforcing strict regulations on everyday mobile phone use could prove challenging and potentially infringe on individual liberties. Ultimately, a balanced approach is needed. Regulations should focus on areas where mobile phone use poses a clear risk to safety or interferes with essential services. Beyond these specific instances, promoting responsible use through education and public awareness campaigns might be a more effective way to address potential issues associated with mobile phone usage. This approach encourages personal responsibility while still acknowledging the need for certain limitations in specific contexts.
What do you think of primary school students owning a mobile phone?
The question of primary school children owning mobile phones is a topic of considerable debate. There are certainly some potential benefits, primarily concerning safety in communication with parents. For instance, a child walking home from school or participating in after-school activities could use a phone to contact their parents in case of an emergency or unexpected delay. This can provide both the child and the parents with a sense of security. Additionally, in situations where parents have complex work schedules, a mobile phone can facilitate quick and easy communication for arranging pickups or other logistical matters. However, there are also significant drawbacks to consider. Firstly, the potential for distraction in the classroom is a major concern. Mobile phones can easily divert children's attention from learning, disrupting their own education and that of their classmates. Secondly, issues like cyberbullying and exposure to inappropriate online content are amplified with increased access to mobile technology at a young age. Children at this stage of development may not possess the maturity or critical thinking skills to navigate the online world safely. Therefore, while there might be specific circumstances where a primary school child owning a basic mobile phone for safety purposes is justifiable, the potential downsides, particularly regarding distraction and online safety, suggest that it is generally not advisable. It is perhaps better to explore alternative solutions for communication, such as school-parent communication systems or establishing clear after-school routines, until children reach a more mature age where they can handle the responsibilities and potential risks associated with mobile phone ownership.
What minimum age do you think is appropriate for owning a cell phone?
There's no single magic number for the right age to own a cell phone, as it depends heavily on individual maturity levels and family needs. However, considering the various factors involved, I believe that early adolescence, around the age of 12 or 13, is a reasonable starting point for many young people. By this age, children are typically transitioning into secondary school, which often involves greater independence and more complex social interactions. A mobile phone can facilitate communication with parents regarding after-school activities, transportation arrangements, or unexpected schedule changes. Furthermore, early adolescence is when peer relationships become increasingly important, and a phone can help young people stay connected with their friends. However, it's crucial that the introduction of a mobile phone is accompanied by open and ongoing conversations about responsible usage. This includes discussions about online safety, cyberbullying, appropriate content, and the importance of balancing screen time with other activities. Parental controls and monitoring can also play a vital role in ensuring safe and responsible use. Ultimately, the decision of when to provide a child with a cell phone should be made on a case-by-case basis, taking into account the child's maturity, the family's needs, and a commitment to ongoing guidance and support. It's not just about the age, but about ensuring the child is equipped to handle the responsibilities and potential challenges that come with owning a mobile phone.
How has technology changed the way people communicate with each other?
Technology has profoundly reshaped the landscape of human communication, impacting both the speed and nature of our interactions. In the past, communication across distances often involved letters or telegrams, processes that could take days or even weeks. Nowadays, we can connect with people anywhere in the world instantaneously through various digital platforms. Email, instant messaging, and video conferencing have become integral parts of both personal and professional communication, allowing for rapid exchange of information and fostering global connections. Furthermore, technology has introduced new forms of communication that were previously unimaginable. Social media platforms, for example, have created virtual communities where people can share thoughts, ideas, and experiences with a vast network of individuals. However, this shift towards digital communication also has its drawbacks. Some argue that it has led to a decline in face-to-face interactions, potentially affecting social skills and the depth of interpersonal relationships. The ease of online communication can also sometimes lead to misunderstandings due to the lack of nonverbal cues. Therefore, while technology has undoubtedly broadened our communication horizons, it's important to be mindful of its potential impact on the quality of our interactions.
What are the potential negative impacts of excessive screen time, particularly for young people?
Excessive screen time, especially among young people, raises significant concerns about its potential negative impacts on various aspects of their development. One major concern is the impact on physical health. Prolonged periods spent in front of screens often lead to sedentary lifestyles, increasing the risk of obesity, cardiovascular problems, and other health issues. Eye strain, sleep disturbances, and poor posture are also common consequences of excessive screen use. Beyond physical health, excessive screen time can also affect mental and emotional well-being. Studies have linked excessive screen use to increased rates of anxiety, depression, and attention deficit disorders in young people. The constant exposure to social media and online content can also contribute to issues like body image concerns, cyberbullying, and social comparison, negatively impacting self-esteem and mental health. Moreover, excessive screen time can displace other important activities crucial for healthy development, such as outdoor play, social interaction, and creative pursuits. This can hinder the development of essential social skills, problem-solving abilities, and creativity. Therefore, while technology offers numerous benefits, it's crucial to promote balanced screen time and encourage young people to engage in a variety of activities that contribute to their overall well-being.